Hi everyone, Tallara here and welcome back to a rainy day in World of Warcraft. We're here on the Siren Isle, which is the new zone added in patch 11.07 here in World of Warcraft: The War Within. If you've been here before, then you'll know we've been doing a story-focused Let's Play series through this new expansion, and our last episode brought us to the Siren Isle, an area that has a big, mysterious crystal similar to Beledar, the crystal that the Arathi worship in their zone. We found out more about the crystal and the people protecting it, but there's still many mysteries remaining. We also got ourselves a cool ring that appears to infuse itself with the power of this mysterious crystal, and hopefully if we can upgrade it even more, we'll become even more powerful. So our quest today is going to lead us over to Apprentice Tanmar. Speaking of the Arathi, here's one right now, all the way from Hallowfall with a very, very interesting face thing.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
Hello. I've spent most of my adult years among the Sacredites, studying the properties of the Radiant Remnants, small crystalline fragments found in Hallowfall. Beyond the walls of the Priory, I had seen or experienced very little. I was nervous to embark on the Star Chaser from the Isle of Dorn, but I'm glad I did. For the first time in ages, I feel inspired and enlightened. Maybe it's the rhythm of Lorendel's song, or maybe it's just the salty air. Who are the Sacredites? The Sacredites, or Sacred Scholars if you will, are those dedicated to studying the sacred flame through unique discipline or craft. Some study the flame through scripture and prayer. Others study it from a more practical, hands-on perspective, by working it into their craft, whether it be weapons, armaments, or technology. I've chosen to study the key flames and the smaller fragments we use to fuel them. We call them Radiant Remnants. I brought a crate of them to see if they share any properties with Lorendel as they do with Beledar.
We're all down here together. Beledar shine on you.
That ring of yours has caused quite a stir, hasn't it? And the history behind it. Virkal? Someone named Cyrce? I know you and Bargus unlocked more of the ring's potential by scouting the Isle, but perhaps you should turn your attention to the sea. Take your ring into the water and see what happens. Bring whatever you find back to me. I'm a bit of a novice, but I might be able to piece whatever you find back together.
Find joy in the flame's light.
Okay, so I guess our next quest is going to take us into the waters surrounding the Isle of Dorn. That should be interesting. Guess we're going for a swim. Whoa, there's actually a huge shipwreck down here. And actually, the look of this looks very, Arathi. Huh. There's a few barnacle-encrusted chests here. We got a salt-stained sweat cap, and perhaps more importantly, we got some more of those singing fragments. So, turns out our friend was right. There were indeed more singing fragments to be found in the water. Let's see what else we can find. Whoa! Got a speed boost, apparently. Blessing of the Sea Dweller. Increased my movement speed. Not fast enough to get away from these guys, though.
I must get close.
Very rude of you to attack me completely unprompted, but anywho. We will give you the battle that you so crave, and then we will take the loot from your bodies. Alright, so we're heading down to the southern coast of the island, looking for more of those singing fragments. Those are the fragments that I mentioned earlier that we've been able to slot into this mysterious ring we found. The ring seems extremely powerful, and there also seems to be some sort of lore behind it. The weird crypt, temple, locked chamber that we found, which spoke of the Virkal's history here on the island, mentioned this ring, and how it might have been created from the giant crystal itself. So hopefully, as we continue to empower the ring, we'll find out more about it. The Bloodwake will claim this land and its power, says this person. We still don't know much about these marauders on the shore. It's unclear if they're just simple pirates looking for treasure or something more. Either way, they're certainly here to not let our adventure go very smoothly. This place is cursed, says that one. Speaking of cursed, my in-game audio keeps cutting in and out, and I do apologize for that. If you're watching at home and you're wondering what the heck's going on, I can hear it on my side too. Perhaps World of Warcraft is feeling a little glitchy today. Here's another chest. And there's sharks. Ah! Luckily, Tallara can hold her breath pretty good, and she's also strong enough that we could stay underwater and beat those sharks into submission. Alright, we got some more singing fragments. Now we need to go all the way to the other side of the island, it appears. The northern shore is our next destination. And we've got a lot of creatures who want to stand in our way. Leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. I'm on a treasure hunt. Okay, they're giving up. Bye-bye! Okay, now that they've stopped chasing us, we can summon a mount and head to the northern side of the isle. Now, you can't fly here on the Siren Isles, which has made our exploration a little slower than usual, but has sort of forced us to slow down and look at the environments here on the island, which sometimes, honestly, is a good thing. Okay, we probably need to get down to ground level. The issue is, how do I do so without breaking my legs? Careful platforming before jumping into the water? Perfect. Alright, now let's swim out here and hopefully get our final treasure. Of course, it's being guarded. You know not what you seek, say the Dark Tide aggressors. Huh. Literally, what is happening here? Speaking of what is happening to my in-game audio? I apologize, guys. World of Warcraft is apparently feeling a little ornery today. I've actually relogged and restarted the game, and it doesn't seem to have fixed anything, so let's just see how it goes here. I really like how when you go swimming, you get this movement buff. Lets us go really fast for a little bit. Alright, let's take the fragments that we found back to camp. In the meantime, look at this! So many of the Sacredites have set up here and are now investigating the crystal. This place was empty when we first uncovered it.
We will triumph.
Is it true what the Earthen said? Is there really a chamber under our feet with another facet? To think these Iron Viracle once revered or venerated Lorendel as we do Belladar. Who would have guessed the similarities in our cultures, our beliefs? Fascinating.
Take your leave.
Yeah, I bet there's going to be a lot to learn from these, from this new crystal as well. There's a bunch of people here exploring. Probably check in with them again later. For now, though, as I was saying, gotta get these splintered singing fragments back to our Arathi friend. To do so with speed, we will summon our Kaldori Warwolf. Right, we made it back to our little settlement here at Plopsam Shoal. Hey Tanmar, I've got something you might be interested in.
We are the holders of hope. Walk in the light.
Kobus would give anyone thalassophobia. You're a brave soul looking for gems in that water.
We're all down here together.
Apprentice Tanmar takes the 3 singing fragments and looks at them dubiously. You can tell there's power here. I hope I can fuse them safely. Here goes nothing. Or everything. Apprentice Tanmar takes out a vial of viscous golden liquid and begins piecing them together. The liquid flashes with light and the citrine is whole again. He hands you the repaired citrine. Impressed? Don't be. It was fancy glue, to be honest, but hopefully this ring will further our knowledge of the Isle.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
Speaking of being happy about going fast, we actually just got the Blessing of Water, which is going to increase our moving speed. And now, what did that actually do for me, Apprentice Tanmar?
What are you making? You seem inspired.
This morning, the Siren Crystal sang a reverent hymn to me. A restorative anthem from a bygone age.
That sounds like the kind of inspiration we'd receive from Belladar.
Yes, its music soothed me. Now I'm crafting more healing crystals. They'll bring solace to our empire.
Excellent. That's the kind of support we'll need to bolster our troops. We could strengthen our defenses.
I didn't hear a call to battle. I had a hymn of healing. I don't want to go to war again. I want to go home. We're closer to our homelands than ever before.
We're not going to war. It's coming to us. When the others seize that crystal, we'll need more guards.
You need to trust the Earthen and the Goblins. They are not our enemies. We need to work together.
That's the difference between you and me. You build, I protect. And mark my words, we will need that protection.
Well, there you have it. Alright, so our next quest is going to take us over here to Dee the Wrench.
Come on in.
Hey there, champ. Did you bring me something?
Time's a-wasted.
Well, look, if it ain't Sarala, the talk of the camp. Dee grabs your hand and looks closely at your ring. That ring on your finger sure is peculiar. You sure you don't want a different one? Dee looks up at you and winks. I'm just yanking your chain. Let's see what we can do with it. You get me enough of that magic metal-looking stuff we've been finding, and I'll see about getting you suited up in the pummeler over there. Your ring ought to give it the juice it needs to really wreak some havoc. Hang on. The pummeler?
Quitting time.
Who or what is the pummeler? I have no idea, but I'll be honest, I'm a little bit excited. Alright, so our next quest is called Juicing Up and Storming Out. Oh, is this the pummeler? We need to speak to Susie Boltwrench
We will
here.
not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no
She
matter
d-
where it may hide.
So-
Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle. Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon.
Hey, Susie.
How you doing, pal?
Smart money says to run when a storm rolls in, but I've never been good with money, so I'll probably stick around and see what happens. Wait, there's a storm rolling in? Well, okay, I'll do hero stuff and I'll defend the camp during the storm.
See ya.
As the storm approaches, everyone in camp retreats to safety. This is far worse than I expected. Grab any equipment that might help you. I'm just gonna go hide over here. By equipment, do you mean the TR-06 pummeler, perhaps? Oh, yeah. It's times like these when I love the goblins. They're always full of technology. Wow, this really is quite the storm. Alright, so we've got a few different options. We've got many bullets. Nice and simple. Susie's Barbecuer, Shield Charge, and Macro Missile Massacre. Oh my god. Alright, so our objective is actually to use the Nuclear Target Painter. So hang on, let's get out of the pummeler, and this is the target painter right here. Nuclear device. Paint a target location, causing a powerful warhead to land there after 1 second, dealing 500,000 fire damage to all enemies within 20 yards. Holy goblins, man. Never underestimate them. They may be small, but they are mighty. Alright, let's drop a nuke, shall we? Geronimo! Nuclear launch detected. Alright. The area looks like it's set. Oh, there it goes. It takes a few minutes for the nuke to get there. Or not a few minutes, I should say. A few seconds. But it was worth the wait, because holy moly. That just completely destroyed those sea crabs there. Alright. That's actually all we need to do for right now, but I'm a little disappointed because we didn't get to use the pummeler much. So how about we hop in here and take this thing for a spin, see what we can do. So first up is many bullets. Let's try that on this Sea Fury Spiker right here. Yep, that did the trick. Alright. Next up is Susie's Barbecuer. Oh yeah, I like this one. Then we've got Shield Charge. Runs you in a straight line. We've got Macro Missile Massacre. Oh yeah, this thing's got firepower. Alright. Nothing to fear when the goblins are here. They'll make sure that your tech is up to speed to hold back any amount of enemies. Looks like we've got 15 minutes of operational time remaining in the shredder. They've loaded it with 15 minutes worth of fuel, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you can cause this much damage, you probably don't need much more than 15 minutes. Alright, we did our time here protecting the island. So I guess now we can get out of the storm.
Hey, what's the news?
Let's get out of the storm. You retreat until the storm clears. Glad that's over. I forgot how much I enjoy a sunny day. I mean, it's still raining on this side too, actually. I wouldn't call this a sunny day, but it does look like it's clearing up at the very least, and the storm's not nearly as intense as it was a few minutes ago. Alright, Dee Dee, that was pretty fun. I'll give it to you.
I hear you. Don't work too hard.
You got around to finding some of that iron and wrecking some havoc out there?
Time's a waste.
Good to see there's still some people that love chaos as much as I do. Dee Dee wipes a small tear from her eye.
Don't work too hard.
That is fantastic. Alright, so we got a new thing to put in our ring. And now we can just have a chat with Dee Dee as well. Let's stay a while and listen to what she has to say.
Hey, what's the good news?
The Siren Crystal. It was making a racket this morning. Like a pot banging in my head. Still, it gave me some ideas.
Yeah, you've got a headache. But, what you making? We found you a whole kit and caboodle of crystals.
I'm boosting their energy. You can make some powerful artifacts with these babies.
You know what you should do? Make some explosives. Big bada booms.
Bada boom,
Did
bada
you know
bing.
it was here before us, Dee Dee? An Azurite mine. Some Tallara outfit.
Hey, I ain't looking to blow stuff up. I want a power source. A bunch of batteries.
Okay, I get you. After all, what you got cooking could be really valuable.
I ain't in it for the money. I'm in it for the power.
Soon you'll have more power than you know what to do with.
Ha, believe you me, I know what to do with it.
That's our Dee Dee. No opposition on the genius switch.
Well, there you have it. Classic goblins really wanting to make things go bada boom, bada bing. And it turns out all this infrastructure on the island that I was wondering where it came from, that actually came from the Cultirans who were mining Azurite here back during the Fourth War. That's interesting. So this stuff's not actually that old. Regardless, looks like Angora wants to speak to us again. What's up?
Something new to trade?
Precise and methodical, that is the earthen way. The steady ringing of an anvil is like the tempo of a familiar melody. Iterations and inspirations are complex variations of musical motif. Others might prefer explosive results, meditative bliss, or rapturous inspiration, but for me, the best work is reliable and tactile work.
Every sail tells a story.
The ring that you and Vargas found has taken you all over the Isle, learning its history and finding its treasures. The ring has aided you in your exploration, and in battle, but we've never truly pushed the ring to find its limitations. Perhaps some formal testing is in order. Perhaps we can unveil more of its potential if we invite a bit of danger. Go now and test the ring against any worthy opponents you can find. Come back to me with your observations.
Find me something memorable.
Okay. So, hang on, what do we actually need to do? Equip the Circlet and fight creatures on the Siren Isle to trigger its hidden ability while in combat. Hidden ability? Alright. Is there anyone, like, in particular we need to fight? Can we just kind of fight anybody? I suppose that's the real question. Well, let's head out of town and see what creatures await. I'm sure there'll be lots of things to kill, and we can help out everyone here by keeping the camp safe. Speaking of keeping the camp safe, look at this Arathi. She means business. She's not letting anyone get through. I love it. Keep up the vigilance. Alright. Monsters. There's a monster. Except it's running away from me. Here's a big monster. Dark Tide Punisher. Alright. Let's see if we can trigger this hidden ability of ours. How will I know when it happens? Like, is it just going to be a subtle hidden ability? Is it going to be a loud hidden ability? look like anything happened there. Can we take a closer look at the ring itself? We've got all of the slots socketed now, which is nice. We get 2190 of our highest secondary stat. We get 9500 stamina. In addition, being above 80% health causes attackers to take 9700 frost damage. And our spells and abilities have a chance to zap an enemy, dealing 230,000 nature damage. So as you can see, that ring gives us a lot of new abilities and upgrades already. But when it comes to the secret ability, I suppose that just happens at random. I mean, it says test the ring.
We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good.
Now, maybe that's what we need, because I was just about to say,
what do you think
it
washed
says
down that
test the
drain?
ring against
Maybe it's
any
treasure.
worthy
Or
opponents.
maybe it's monsters.
So I'm
And
wondering if
maybe
these are
those
considered
monsters have
not
treasure.
worthy enough, and we need to go fight some big monsters, like the one that's going to inevitably be in the little tunnel that the goblins just mentioned blowing up. Guess we can fight regular creatures on our way over there, see if anything happens, but I've got a feeling we might need to fight something bigger. We'll go there. There's also Cyrce the Sea Scorpion just off the shore down here that we might be able to fight as well. Perhaps the ring will only activate when it considers a worthy opponent being nearby. No boats? What a shame. I like nothing more than cracking open a hull and feasting on the morsels inside, says Cyrce the Sea Scorpion. That is an interesting monster. Look at that. That is a 6-legged creature. She's actually pretty cool looking. But also very dangerous by the sounds of what she just said. There's a couple other heroes here. I think we're waiting for more backup. Or not. We're getting right into it. Alright, let's see if this monster is worthy enough to unleash our ring's potential. Yes, it does look like it did. The ring did something. It looks like it's healing my party members? This is the type of challenge we needed. Okay, cool. Not sure how many times it'll activate in one battle. According to the quest log there, it's actually activated twice already. So let's see if we can get another activation before we take Cyrce down. Cyrce? Cyrus? The Sea Scorpion. But yes, it does appear that I was right. The minor enemies that we saw before were not considered worthy enough. We got 3 activations of various powers during that battle. Okay, interesting. So now, if we go down to where goblins are blowing up the tunnel, presumably there's going to be another big monster in here as well. So that's what we're going to have to do, is go around Siren Isle, basically looking for elites, taking them down, and seeing if our ring activates in the process. In doing so, we should get some good treasure as well, which is always nice. 10 more seconds and the goblins will have this little tunnel open. Boom! That's goblins for you. Thanks, guys. Now, let's see what's down here. I see a lot of slimes. Oh, I see a very big skeleton, and I see something called grave sludge. Ew! Well, that's gross. Alright, let's kill it. Can it be killed? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Along the way, hopefully our ring will activate with some cool effects. There's one right now. Yeah, that's healing my allies. That's pretty cool. Let's doing it again. Yeah, we're getting a lot of really cool effects from our ring. When challenged, when it feels that you're fighting a quote-unquote worthy foe, it activates hidden potential to help you out. That's pretty cool. This is a heck of an artifact we found here on the Siren Isles, that's for sure. We've almost completed the experiment already. Grave Sludge is really helping us out here. We're already at 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. There we go, done. So the TLDR is, this is a very powerful ring that not only gives us benefits that we're aware of, but also will activate its hidden potential when it thinks the foe is worthy. Luckily for us, Grave Sludge was considered a worthy target. He's actually putting up a very good fight. Thank God there's other heroes here to help us, or we would have never taken that down on our own. Alright. Let's go back to the camp now, and we can report on our observations.
To our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle.
I don't know what that's about, but...
Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves.
Must be another monster on the other side of the island. I'll let the other heroes deal with that while we go report back in. Hey, Angora. Angora, we're back.
Show me what you found.
What fascinating results. Still, I feel there is much more to learn and process.
Transaction complete.
Alright. Now, did we already listen in on Angora earlier?
Far and wide.
I'm not sure, but let's stay a while and listen to what they have to say. Looks like a friend's coming to visit. You seem fascinated with those crystals. I was watching your process earlier. What is it about them that inspires you? This morning, I heard the Siren Crystal sing to me, ringing with an intricate melody. Perhaps it was calling to the spark of the world soul within you. We've been searching the island to learn more. Your thoughts align with mine. If we found more of the smaller crystals, I can make enduring wonderworks. It's a shame the Cultirans didn't hear the same song. We found the remains of their mining camp. Their culture didn't endure here. Really? I haven't left the workshop. What have you found? Journals? Letters? Schematics? More mysteries. Their culture practically vanished overnight. It's one of the crystal's biggest enigmas. I heard they were mining azurite. I'm glad we have more reasonable designs. Now I have the inspiration for more intricate creations. Lattices, orreries, matrices. Spoken like a true earthen. A creator should follow her heart. We'll find more of those smaller crystals for you. Right. I mean, if I had to guess why the Cultirans left, it's because this is a pretty inhospitable island. Once the azurite dried up, there was nothing left for them here. They just abandoned it, and that's not very shocking to me. Unless something else happened that pushed them along, if you will. Anyway, time for us to check back in with Apprentice Tanmar.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame. Walk in the light.
Seems you've gotten the hang of that ring, eh? Maybe you can put it to good use for me. Our supplies here, especially our gold and flame-blessed iron, have been disappearing. Tanmar leans in to whisper. Normally I wouldn't suggest this. The Arathi are a trustworthy lot, but the number of incidents is building, and I'm wondering if there's a thief among us. See if you can catch them. They're being pretty brazen. I'm sure you can catch them in the act somewhere.
Find joy in the flame's light.
Okay, if I was a thief, where would I be? Probably in a cave somewhere. Let's let's check the map. Yeah, it looks like they're up around where the crystal's actually protruding from the ground. There should be one in a spirit-scarred cave, one in a salt and shanty, and one in ghost stone diggings, or that's where we need to search anyway. So, let's summon our mount. Me and the friendship fox are gonna head back up north outside the camp. Oops. Got stuck on a rock there. Okay, our first spot to search is right here. Let's see, here's a cave, yeah. Cursed Sailor. Wait a minute. That doesn't look like a thief. You can see me? Ah! Looks like some sort of undead. What was that about? Regardless, they were holding on to some singing fragments. Very interesting. Huh. The thieves are ghosts? Or the thieves are being turned into ghosts? I don't know. We need more information. Alright, we recovered one batch of singing fragments. Let's take a look down here next. Oh, looks like they're up on these tracks. It's another cursed sailor. And yeah, they're kind of invisible. Mostly invisible. That one's standing right next to these goblins and they don't even see them. What in the... How? You've got really good eyesight, okay? You're not getting away from me, cursed sailor. Again, holding singing fragments. Very, very interesting. Alright. Should be one more around here.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good.
I already helped you with that, Skagit. Alright, there's an abandoned... Looks like they had a little pub, or inn here. The Coltirans did. There's actually a moldy sea ledger. The moldy pocketbook has certainly seen better days. One of the only legible pages is a torn-out leaflet stuck to the inside cover. It appears to have been torn from another source. Beware her call, the siren's call, a wail of dread and pain. Seek not her ring, that calling ring, near shores of shipwreck's bane. Beware her song, the siren's song, a veil of tidal spite. Walk not those shores, those blood-spilled shores, as dark as starless nights. Beware her cry, the siren's cry, a tale of woe and guile. Claim not her ring, oh, Cyrce's ring, beware the Siren Isle. Well, that's ominous. Because I've got that ring on my finger right now. Okay, anyway. Her sailor is here, and he says, landlubbers always ruining everything. Taking those fragments back, thank you very much. There we go, 3 singing fragments returned. The Arathi really did leave in a hurry, because they made this inn. So you'd have to think that means they had originally planned to stay for a while. So many mysteries. At the very least, we've uncovered the mystery of the thieves. The thieves are actually cursed sailors? Why those sailors would want the singing fragments, I don't know. But regardless, let's go report in on what we found. Do you guys need some help here? There's a dark side Punisher dangerously close to camp, so let's lend a hand. This thing has a lot of HP. Holy moly. There we go. Alright. Okay, Hey, Tanmar, I'm back.
May Belladar stay in the light. Belladar shine on you.
Keep your hands on your pockets. There are thieves everywhere, it seems like.
Don't despair.
That's one
The
hell of a
shadows
tall
sense it.
tale. Knowing all of the oddities spilling out of this isle, though, I can't say I'm surprised. Oh, interesting. So the reward for this quest, not only do we get a citrine, which we can slot into our ring, but our circlet now passively illuminates invisible enemies that attempt to steal the riches on Siren Isle.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
Alright. We're learning more, although still many mysteries remain, and our ring continues to be powered up. Next up, it looks like Dee Dee wants to speak to us again. If I'm correct, I think this is going to be the final few quests here on Siren Isle, so this should wrap up our exploration here, and perhaps give us some more answers about this mysterious ring of ours.
Yeah.
Hey there, champ, did you bring me something?
See ya.
It ain't no secret the winds here are terrible, but I don't think we've given that ring there a fair chance at fighting them. I mean, that thing can let you swim like a fish, make tornadoes out of nothing, and even shock the invisibility off of magical boxes. Surely it's got something to say about a little nasty weather, right? Take my balloon up and see if we can keep it stable using that ring of yours. Maybe we can find the trick for staying in the sky.
We'll get it done.
Hot air balloon? Well, this is going to be fun. Okay, maybe not a hot air balloon. This is a thing called the Skypiercer, which is some sort of combination of drill, hot air balloon, ship, and propeller motorboat. Let's go on up and see what we can do. Quest objective is to survive a ride in the Skypiercer. I don't like when my objective is to survive. But I guess if we're able to use our ring to somehow combat these winds a little bit, we might actually be able to fly on
Get your
Siren
feet
Isle.
moving. We got a tunnel to blast open.
Which will obviously be very helpful for us as well. Goblins are doing some blasting, but they're gonna have to do that without my help right now. Because we are dealing with the sky. Uh-oh, am I being attacked? I think I was, but luckily the winds appear to be on our side and are sort of propelling us forward away from danger. So far, the ride in the Skypiercer is going fairly smoothly. We're getting a great view of the Isle as we do laps here. Question is, how many gusts of wind do we need to battle before we finally prove our mastery of the wind? I think we're doing pretty good here. I guess we'll probably have to go loop right around here and get back to camp. Speaking of camp, getting pretty close now, and it looks like we are in fact descending. Not necessarily in the direction I would have chose to descend, though. Whoa! We're taking some sharp turns here. The Skypiercer. We're really showing off. Here we go. Now we're heading down for landing. Whew. Hey, Dee Dee. I survived.
Hey, what's the news? Time's a waste.
Looks like the ring does work on high winds and storms. You wouldn't think about giving a girl the ring as a loner, would you?
On this island,
I got
no
some
matter
races
where
I could
it may
win with that
hide.
thing. We could be
Allies of the
partners, split our
Arabian,
winnings
prepare for
30-70.
battle.
How about 40-60? Ah, you're killing me. Fine.
Our troops
50-50?
will strike at
Still
this
no?
draconic
Alright,
horror
forget
within
about it.
its
It was a
lair.
nice dream
A
while it
barrage of
lasted.
cannon fire will reveal its
Sky Captain
presence.
Elena
Prepare
speaking over
yourselves.
me here. Come on, ma'am, don't be rude. So our rewards for finishing this quest are Wings of the Siren. Circe's Circlet now passively allows you to control the winds. allowing you to take flight on Siren Isle. We also get a raw singing citrine, and we also get Circe's Circlet as a toy. Cool.
Don't work too hard.
There you have it. Our adventures on Siren Isle are complete. Circe's Circlet was pretty powerful after all. Let's see what happens when we use the toy. Well, I'm clicking it, but nothing seems to be working. Yeah, the cursed sky glass works. Circe's Circlet toy doesn't work though, which is weird. But anyway, there you have it. We've got our level 639 ring. We are now able to fly on the Siren Isles and can explore this area even better to find new upgrades for our ring. And we learned that there are apparently large crystals like Beladar in other parts of Azeroth, which is very interesting. It led to people before fighting over them, worshipping them, and well, hopefully we'll get more answers about what this one is in times to come. For now though, guys, that is the end of patch 11.0.7 here in World of Warcraft: The War Within. Hopefully patch 11.1, which is really the first major content patch. This one was more of a minor update. 11.1 should be even better and filled with even more content, especially in the story department, which is what I'm really looking forward to. So stay tuned for more World of Warcraft content. In the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our adventures here on the Siren Isle.